Melt-up is a financial term that refers to the sharp improvement and steep improvement of performance of the stock market in a short time due to reasons other than fundamental reasons. And melt-ups oftentimes happen right before meltdowns. And its psychological effect that cause all of these melt-ups, it's herding behavior. During for instance dot-com bubble and during 1999 to 2000s and recently after pandemic, melt-ups have happened. And we want to know what happens to different countries such as Iran, Zimbabwe, and Turkey, and other countries around the world that their stock market experience melt-ups. And the question is, will this happen to the US stock market anytime soon? Let's see. It's true that all of these countries which have experienced, melt up, they had their own circumstances and reasons, but all of them had so much similarities too. So there are two main reasons for melt up in stock markets, Bitcoin, and other financial markets. First, it's a printing of money. When central banks decide to print money, since the country is in debt and they have to pay debts, but they aren't productive enough, so they have to decide to print money, which leads to hyperinflation. Another reason is negative real interest rate. Real interest rate means interest rate minus inflation. When inflation is higher than real interest rates, people prefer to take their money out of banks and put it somewhere else. And that somewhere else, which can be stock market or Bitcoin or other financial markets, they can explode. They can increase in a short time. So now the question is, will this happen to the US economy as well? Powell says that he will not change interest rate, but what we see in the stock market, it's a boom, 5% increase in the stock market prices in a week. So it means that Powell is lying to us because a stock market lives in the future, not in current situation. So they are predicting that Powell probably will reduce interest rate. Why? Because according to CME watch tool, there's only 1% chance that Powell will not change interest rate on December. So stock market analyzer and investors are predicting that interest rates will reduce, and so since reducing interest rate works in favor of a stock market, as companies can borrow money with a more affordable cost. And now we about whether the U.S. economy experience melt up. I think it's not a good thing that Bitcoin and stock prices increase immediately. They shoot up in a short time. It means a catastrophic. But fortunately, I think it would not happen for the US economy, as the US has a superpower. It's different with other countries. Why? Because the US economy, its currency is reserved in all banks. So the US exports and it transfers inflation to other countries and it would not experience a hyperinflation. So the US stock market will experience a melt up, but in a long period of time and not in a short time.